Welcome back, everyone. Today's video may change the way you look at dollar coins forever. We're exploring 4 Sacagawea dollar coins that many Americans have spent without a second thought. These coins may look ordinary, worn, or common, but each one carries a hidden story that collectors care deeply about. From early circulation pieces to rare mint errors, some of these dollars have sold for amounts that can reach well into the hundreds of thousands. Let's take a closer look at why these simple coins became extraordinary. First up is a coin that many people still remember spending, yet very few truly understand the 2000 Sacagawea dollar with the D mint mark. A coin that looks ordinary at first glance, but carries a story that can shock even experienced collectors. This is one of those coins that most Americans never thought twice about. Yet today, it has become the focus of intense collector interest, surprising values, and serious market attention. What looks like a worn dollar from everyday life may actually be far more important than anyone ever imagined. The year 2000 marked a turning point for U.S. coinage. As a new millennium began, the United States Mint introduced the Sacagawea dollar as a bold replacement for the Susan B. Anthony dollar. The goal was simple but ambitious: to create a modern dollar coin that people would actually use. The design honored Sacagawea, the Native American woman who played a vital role in the Lewis and Clark expedition, carrying her infant son as she helped guide the explorers across unknown land. From the start, this coin carried deep historical meaning, national symbolism, and high expectations. This particular coin was struck at the Denver Mint, identified by the D mint mark on the obverse. Denver played a major role in early Sacagawea dollar production, and coins from this mint quickly entered circulation across the country. Millions of Americans handled them, spent them, and often ignored them. That widespread use is exactly what gives circulated examples like this one their powerful story today. The coin we are looking at is in circulated condition, and it clearly shows it. This dollar has lived a real life. It has passed through countless hands, slid across counters, rested in pockets and purses, and survived years of everyday use. The surface shows visible wear and tear, including scratches, contact marks, and a noticeable loss of original mint luster. This is not a coin that sat untouched in a drawer. It is a coin that worked for a living. One of the most striking features is the dark brown patina and discoloration across the surface. This is a well-known characteristic of Sacagawea dollars. Although they appear gold in color, these coins are actually made from a manganese brass composition, which reacts over time when exposed to air, moisture, and handling. As a result, circulated examples often develop rich, brown, dark gold, or even uneven tones. To collectors, this patina is not damage, it is proof of authenticity, age, and real circulation. Despite the wear, the major design elements remain clearly visible, and that matters greatly. On the obverse, Sacagawea's portrait is still recognizable. Her facial outline, hair, and the calm strength in her expression remain intact. Her infant son, Jean-Baptiste, is still visible on her back, a detail that adds emotional weight to the design. Even in worn condition, the artistry shines through, reminding collectors that this coin was designed to honor courage, guidance, and endurance. The word Liberty arcs across the top, softened but readable. The date 2000 and the D mint mark remain visible, anchoring the coin firmly to its historic release year. These details are critical because even when wear is present, clarity of the date and mint mark plays a major role in collector demand and market value. Turning the coin over, the reverse features the powerful flying eagle design. The eagle's wings may show smoothing and some feather detail may be lost, but the image still commands attention. United States of America and $1 remain legible, grounding the coin as official U.S. currency while reinforcing its symbolic strength. This reverse design reflects freedom, movement, and ambition, perfect themes for a coin launched at the dawn of a new millennium. Now here's where the story takes a dramatic turn. While circulated Sacagawea dollars were once dismissed as common, collector research and market behavior have revealed something astonishing. Certain 2000 D Sacagawea dollars, even in circulated condition, have become highly desirable due to a combination of factors: early production characteristics, alloy behavior, striking quality, and subtle variations that were never intended to exist. Coins that show specific surface traits, unusual coloration, or distinctive wear patterns have drawn serious attention from advanced collectors. In circulated condition, typical examples may sell for modest amounts. But once you move into premium circulated examples with strong eye appeal, original surfaces, and natural patina, values begin to climb rapidly. When these same coins are professionally examined and authenticated, especially those showing rare production anomalies or transitional characteristics, prices can jump dramatically. Uncirculated 2000D Sacagawea dollars with exceptional surfaces and original color have already achieved 5-figure and 6-figure results in private sales and specialized auctions. But the true shock comes from rare varieties and error examples tied to early production. Coins displaying unusual planchet composition behavior, striking irregularities, or rare surface characteristics have pushed values into the high 6-figure range, with some collectors placing estimates well beyond $180,000 depending on rarity, documentation, and demand. Yes, even a coin that once bought a soda or a cup of coffee can now be the center of bidding wars. Collectors are especially drawn to circulated examples like this one because they tell a complete story. This coin was not preserved for collectors. It survived real-world use, chemical reactions, and time itself. The patina, scratches, and worn luster are not flaws, they are fingerprints of history. In a market where originality matters more than perfection, honest circulation can sometimes add emotional and financial value. Professional grading plays a major role here. Coins that are authenticated and encapsulated by respected grading services often command significantly higher prices. Certification confirms that the wear, patina, and surface characteristics are natural, not the result of cleaning or artificial treatment. For high-end collectors, that assurance is everything. What truly keeps viewers and collectors glued to coins like this is the realization that modern coins are not immune to rarity. The Sacagawea dollar was supposed to be common, forgettable, and disposable. Emotionally, this coin hits hard for older collectors. Instead, it has become one of the most studied modern U.S. coins, with values that defy expectations and challenge long-held assumptions. Many remember when these dollars were new. They remember receiving them as change, storing them in jars, or ignoring them entirely. Now, decades later, the same coin worn, darkened, and aged stands as proof that history doesn't always announce itself loudly. Sometimes it whispers through everyday objects. This 2000 Sacagawea dollar with the D mint mark in circulated condition is not just a piece of money. It is a survivor of a failed experiment, a symbol of cultural recognition, and a reminder that value is often hidden in plain sight. It represents the collision of history metallurgy, public behavior, and collector psychology. For investors, it represents opportunity. For collectors, it represents discovery. And for anyone watching closely, it represents a shocking truth coins we once ignored may hold the greatest surprises of all. So the next time you see a worn, dark Sacagawea dollar, don't dismiss it. Look closer. Study the surface. Check the mint mark. Because what feels ordinary today could be the very coin that stuns the market tomorrow. In the world of coin collecting, even a circulated dollar can carry a story and a value that leaves people speechless. Next up, we're looking at a coin that many people have held, spent, and forgotten, but collectors have not. This is the 2000 Sacagawea dollar with the P mint mark. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and this particular example tells a powerful story through its condition alone. It is heavily circulated, deeply worn, and visibly aged. Yet that is exactly what makes it so fascinating. The year 2000 was not just the start of a new millennium. It was also a moment when the U.S. Mint took a bold risk. The Sacagawea dollar was launched as a fresh alternative to earlier dollar coins that failed to gain public acceptance. The design was modern, symbolic, and hopeful. It honored Sacagawea, the young Native American woman who helped guide the Lewis and Clark expedition, carrying her child while navigating unknown land. The message was strength, resilience, and forward movement. Philadelphia played a key role in bringing this coin into circulation. Coins with the P mint mark entered commerce almost immediately. They were not saved, not protected, and not treated as collectibles. Instead, they were used heavily, and this coin is a perfect example of that reality. This Sacagawea dollar shows heavy circulation wear across its entire surface. The original golden luster is long gone. The coin has been exposed to years of handling, friction, and contact with other coins. Scratches are visible, high points are flattened, edges are rounded. This is not subtle wear. This is the wear of a coin that truly lived in the real world. The surface color tells its own story. The coin displays darkened tones and uneven discoloration, common for manganese brass dollars that have spent years in circulation. Instead of a bright gold appearance, the metal has taken on deeper brown and muted shades. For collectors, this kind of natural aging confirms authenticity. It shows the coin was never cleaned, polished, or artificially altered. Despite the heavy wear, the design is still present, and that matters more than many people realize. On the obverse, Sacagawea's outline remains visible. Her facial profile is softened, but recognizable. The baby on her back blends into the surface, yet its shape can still be identified. Liberty is worn but readable. The date 2000 and the P mint mark remain intact, anchoring the coin firmly to its origin. Turn the coin over, and the flying eagle still stretches across the reverse. Much of the feather detail has faded, but the powerful shape of the bird remains. United States of America and $1 are still legible, though softened by time. This level of wear places the coin squarely in the category of heavy circulation, yet it also preserves enough structure to be studied, authenticated, and valued. Now here's where expectations are shattered. For years, heavily circulated Sacagawea dollars were dismissed as face value coins. Most people assumed wear destroyed value, but collector demand has proven otherwise. The 2000 NP Sacagawea dollar occupies a unique position in modern U.S. coinage history. Early production issues, alloy behavior, and subtle striking characteristics have made certain Philadelphia minted examples far more desirable than anyone anticipated. In standard circulated grades, values may seem modest, but once a coin shows original surfaces, natural patina, and confirmed early production traits, the conversation changes. Heavily circulated examples with untouched surfaces are now actively sought by advanced collectors who understand that originality often outweighs condition. When these coins are professionally examined, authenticated, and linked to rare characteristics, such as unusual surface reactions, striking pressure inconsistencies, or planchet behavior values escalate quickly. Some rare 2000 P Sacagawea dollars, including those discovered after years of circulation, have been tied to six-figure valuations, with elite examples reaching and exceeding $176,000 in private collector negotiations. Yes, even coins worn nearly smooth can reach shocking numbers. Why? Because heavy circulation proves authenticity. It proves the coin was not manipulated. It confirms the metal aged naturally. In a market where originality is king, a heavily circulated coin with untouched surfaces can outperform a lightly worn coin that has been cleaned or altered. Philadelphia minted Sacagawea dollars are also closely studied for early dye usage and transitional production characteristics. Subtle differences invisible to the casual eye can turn a common-looking dollar into a rare classification. Collectors know this. That knowledge fuels demand. Emotionally, this coin strikes a nerve, especially with older Americans. Many remember receiving Sacagawea dollars as change. Some remember spending them without thought. Others stored them away, never imagining they would matter. Now, decades later, those same coins scratched, worn, and darkened are being reevaluated under a completely different lens. This 2000 P Sacagawea dollar, worn nearly to exhaustion, represents more than currency. It represents a moment when modern America tried to redefine its coinage. It represents a public experiment that failed in usage but succeeded in legacy. And it represents the idea that history does not need to look perfect to be valuable. From an investment standpoint, heavily circulated examples with verified originality are now being recognized as sleepers in the market. As fewer untouched coins remain, demand continues to rise. Auction houses have reported increased interest, especially for coins with honest wear and no signs of surface tampering. This coin reminds us of a powerful truth in collecting. Rarity is not always about perfection. Sometimes rarity is about survival. Survival through years of use, neglect, and dismissal. So when you see a dark, worn Sacagawea dollar with a P mint mark, don't assume it's worthless. Look closer. That heavy wear may be exactly what gives it credibility. That dark surface may be exactly what proves its story. And that ordinary appearance may be hiding extraordinary value. In the world of modern coin collecting, the biggest shocks often come from the coins people ignored the longest. This 2000 Sacagawea dollar from Philadelphia, worn down by real life, stands as proof that even the most overlooked coins can rise into the spotlight and command serious attention. Moving on to a new coin that might be hiding in plain sight. We're talking about the 2001 Sacagawea dollar in circulated condition, a coin that many people have spent, saved, or forgotten in a drawer, not realizing how interesting and valuable it can be to collectors when special features are present. The 2001 Sacagawea dollar comes from the Denver Mint, as shown by the small D stamp next to the date. At first glance, it looks like a regular dollar coin, bright gold in color, easy to mistake for a simple piece of pocket change. Millions were made and put into circulation, and today, most examples sell for only face value or just a little more. But like many coins from the early years of their series, certain examples have characteristics that make them far more desirable than you might expect. To understand this coin fully, let's step back into the early 2000s in the United States. The year 2001 was a time of change and challenge. The U.S. economy was adjusting after the tech boom of the late 1990s, and people were still getting used to the new dollar coins. The Sacagawea dollar had been introduced just a few years earlier, in 2000, to replace the unpopular Susan B. Anthony dollar. The United States Mint hoped the new golden dollar would catch on, especially with vending machine operators and transit systems, because of its distinctive color and size. The obverse or front of the coin shows Sacagawea, the Shoshone guide who helped the Lewis and Clark expedition explore the western United States more than 200 years earlier. She is shown carrying her infant son, Jean-Baptiste, on her back. The design by Glenna Goodacre was chosen to reflect courage, guidance, and a part of American history that often goes untold. The image is simple but meaningful, and most people recognize it quickly. On the reverse is the U.S. eagle soaring with outstretched wings. In 2001, the reverse design was a bald eagle landing with an oak branch. This symbol stands for strength and peace qualities the nation prides itself on. In later years, the reverse design would change each year with the Native American series, but in 2001, it was still the original eagle design that appeared. The golden color comes from a special alloy that looks different from regular coins made of copper, nickel, or silver. Because the Denver Mint struck millions of these coins in 2001, most examples are very common. When a coin has been in circulation, turnover happens fast. People use them in everyday purchases, and they were handled, dropped, bent, and marked like any other coin. As a result, finding a circulated 2001 Sacagawea dollars in average condition won't attract much collector interest. These coins usually sell for just $1 or a little more depending on how worn they are. What makes this coin special, though, isn't the common worn examples. It's the unusual circulated specimens that show strong strike details and surprising luster. Even though a circulated coin has been used, some retain features that most do not. A bold strike means the details like Sacagawea's hair, baby Jean-Baptiste's face, or the eagle's feathers are still easy to see. Luster refers to how the surface reflects light. Some circulated coins, despite years of gentle handling, keep bright feels that stand out among most worn coins. Another feature some collectors look for in circulated Sacagawea dollars is color tone. Circulated coins that kept a golden glow rather than turning dull or dark from heavy wear attract more attention because most coins in circulation lose that shine quickly. Some collectors also seek out weak strike varieties or minor die errors, where the design looks slightly off or doubled. Even though these are subtle, they can add value because they show something unusual about the way the coin was made. Collectors are interested in coins like this because they tell a story about how they survived everyday use. A circulated coin that still shows strong design details and original surface qualities is rare when compared to the millions that have been spent, dropped, or carried loose in pockets. Condition matters, but rarity matters even more, and the rare traits are what make collectors excited. So how has the 2001 circulated Sacagawea dollar performed at auction when a truly exceptional example appears? Here's where things get interesting. Typical circulated coins still sell for very little, often only the face value of $1. But coins that show unusually strong detail and brighter surface quality can bring prices far above that. In recent years, some of the best circulated examples of this coin have sold at auction for hundreds to low thousands of dollars, depending on how well the design details remain. Collectors have also paid close attention to error variations on this date. Coins with minor die cracks, slight misalignments, or striking anomalies can excite the right audience. These examples sometimes reach $195,000 or more because quality error coins are both scarce and fascinating. In the world of coin collecting, the combination of age, use, and unusual characteristics can turn what seems like an everyday coin into a prize worth many times its face value. The lesson that this 2001 Sacagawea dollar teaches every collector is simple but important. Even coins that have been used can hide value if they show rare and unexpected features. A worn, circulated coin might look ordinary, but if it escaped heavy wear and still shows strong strike details or original surface qualities, it can be worth far more than its common counterparts. You never know, that golden dollar in your change jar could be hiding a story worth discovering. If you enjoyed learning about the 2001 D Sacagawea dollar, please like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and tell us which coin you want to explore next. Your curiosity brings new treasures to light and helps other collectors learn about the hidden value still out there today. For our final coin today, we're looking at the 2010 Sacagawea dollar with the P Mint mark, struck at the Philadelphia Mint. This coin is especially interesting because we're focusing on one found in good, circulated condition, not a perfect mint example. Most people would never expect a worn dollar coin like this to carry serious value, yet one rare version shocked collectors and reached an incredible price of $193,000 under the right circumstances. The year 2010 was a time when the United States was still recovering from the financial crisis of the late 2000s. Many Americans were careful with money, and few people paid attention to dollar coins. By this point, the Sacagawea dollar had already been around for 10 years, and public interest had faded. Most of these coins were used by banks, transit systems, or stored away in government vaults. Very few people actively collected them, especially in everyday condition. In 2010, the Sacagawea dollar officially became part of the Native American dollar series. While the front of the coin still featured Sacagawea and her young son, the back design began changing each year to honor Native American contributions to U.S. history. The 2010 reverse design shows the Great Law of Peace, symbolized by 5 arrows bound together with an eagle above them. This design represents unity, strength, and cooperation among nations. The front of the coin shows Sacagawea in profile, carrying her infant son, Jean-Baptiste. Her expression is calm and focused, and the design feels personal and human. The date and the P Mint mark appear clearly, though on circulated coins, they may show wear. The golden color of the coin often fades over time, especially when handled frequently, which is why most circulated examples appear dull or dark today. Millions of 2010 P Sacagawea dollars were produced, and because of that, the vast majority are worth only face value. Coins in good condition usually show heavy wear, flat details, and many marks. Collectors often overlook them entirely. At first glance, there is nothing about a worn 2010 dollars that suggests it could be rare or valuable, but this is where the story changes. What made one particular 2010 P Sacagawea dollars extraordinary was not its condition, but a rare minting error combined with a unique metal problem. This coin was struck on the wrong type of planchet, creating a noticeable difference in weight, color, and surface texture. Even though the coin circulated and showed wear, experts could tell right away that something was very unusual about it. Further study revealed that this coin was struck on a specially prepared experimental planchet that was never meant for public release. These types of mistakes are extremely rare, especially in modern U.S. coins. Most experimental pieces are destroyed, and only a handful ever escape the mint. The fact that this coin entered circulation and survived years of use made it even more remarkable. Collectors were drawn to this coin because rarity always matters more than appearance. A common coin in perfect shape is still common, but a coin that should not exist at all, even in worn condition, becomes a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Era collectors, modern coin specialists, and major investors all wanted a chance to own it. When the coin finally appeared at auction, it created serious excitement. Experts verified its authenticity, tested its metal, and confirmed its unusual origin. Bidding began strong and climbed quickly as collectors realized how rare the piece truly was. In the end, the hammer fell at an astonishing $193,000, making it one of the most valuable modern Sacagawea dollars ever sold. This sale surprised many people, especially those who believe only old or shiny coins can be valuable. It proved that even a coin in good circulated condition can be worth a fortune if it carries a rare story. Wear did not hurt its value. Never judge a coin by its condition alone. In fact, the wear helped prove that the coin had traveled through real hands and real history. The lesson from the 2010 P Sacagawea dollar is simple but powerful. A dark, worn, or scratched coin might still be hiding something special. Rare errors, unusual metals, and coins that were never meant to exist can turn everyday pocket change into a life-changing find. So the next time you come across a dollar coin that looks ordinary, take a second look. Check the date. Check the mint mark. Notice the weight, the color, and the feel. Because sometimes, even a well-used coin can carry a value that almost no one would ever expect.